Hi, this is Sean, and today I'm going to show you in 3 steps how to start building your own solo phrases over that second chord in Take the A Train that students often find so difficult. Now, step 1 is simply to know your chord. A lot of books will call this a D7 with a sharp 11, nothing wrong with that. But also do realize that it's D7 with a flat 5, and when you're playing solo phrases, you don't want to have that natural 5 in there. Either leave it out, which is very normal on a dominant chord in the left hand, or if you're going to play a 4-note chord, actually lower that 5 and make it a D7 with a flat 5. Step number 2 is know the scale that you're using. Now, of course, there are a lot of ear players that play by ear, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it also really helps to know the scale. Now, the scale that I use over this is the A melodic minor, which is like A major, but with a flat 3. And I'm happy to go in both directions in the same way. I know that a lot of people will be taught that you go up one way and you come down another way, but it's fine to go up and down the same way as well. But treat it as if the scale was built to play on D. So take that same scale and start it on D. Okay, so it becomes more of a D-centered scale, and know it from every degree. Root to 7 from the 2nd degree. If we're thinking of it in terms of D, that becomes the 2nd degree. From the 3rd degree, 4th, etc. 5th, 6th, and 7. Now you can say that you actually know the scale, not just going root to root. People often learn a scale root to root and then have no more freedom than they did in the first place. It will be great if you learn just 1 short of an octave from every degree. And stick around to the end and I'll show you how to get my cheat sheet on this, where I'll show you the scale and give you some example solo phrases too. Step 3. Start to find phrases you like and drill them from at least all the chord tones. What does that mean? What it means is licks and things copied out of a book will get you so far, but you'll get fluency when you take an idea and see which other points of the scale it can work on. For example, let's make one. So here's my D7 flat 5. We know our scale by now. Let's have 4 points, 5 points. So I'm just stepping up the scale, and then I'm going to have a chord in the scale. So what does a chord in the scale mean? It means if this is my scale, then these are chords in the scale. Okay, so drilling the scale in chords is very helpful too. So I'm going to run up 5 notes of the scale and then have a chord. So 2, 3, 4, 5, chord, like that. So this would be great in Take the A Train. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I've got running up the scale, chord, step down. Now I'm going to say, okay, could I do that from a different point? Okay, from the 3rd of D7. 5 notes of the scale, upper chord. Remember, we've got that G sharp in here, and down a step, okay? Okay, so let's see those first 2. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chord, step down. Then on the 3rd, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, upper chord in this scale. And let's see if we can do it from the 5th. Chord, and then finally from the 7th, upper chord. That's how you start to get fluency. So then you can practice targeting those points, which is probably step 4, but it's a bonus step, and it will be something like this. I'm going to see where I come out. 3. So I connected to the chord tone on the 3rd of D7 and then played that phrase. Let's see if I can target the A So come from a C major phrase and target that A. Okay, so now we have our 3 steps. Recap. Step 1 was to really know the chord you're playing. Step 2, to know which scale you can use there. And this isn't a chord scale method. I'm not a big believer in chord scale methods. I like to play scales that go over a whole function, so that might be more than one chord, but kind of goes beyond the scope of just this lesson. And step 3 was to take phrases that you like in that scale and drill them from the different chord tones. Now check out the link in the description where you can go to Jazz Skills and download my cheat sheet for this with example phrases on there. And if you like this video, if it helped you, then please like, subscribe and leave a positive comment if you've got one. Thanks a lot for watching and see you on the next lesson.